Nah, ticking clocks and empty blocks. I used to live behind my thoughts, talking about what I'm not instead of what I got. But you lit that flame, now I'm off that chain. Ain't no line I won't cross, I was built to reign. I'm out here with no boundaries, ain't no map for where you found me. Vision bigger than the skyline, moving faith like it's a lifeline. I step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No chains, I'm alive. I don't feel the deep no more. Sink or swim, I hit the floor and came back breathing. I'm still believing you don't give wings just to fly inside a cage. Nah, I'm past that stage. I'm out here with no boundaries, moving through like you surround me. What they said I'd never be is exactly what I see. Step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This faith gon' ride. Call it crazy, call it bold, but I was made to break the mold. Tired of shrinking for the space when you gave me galaxies to chase. No ceilings, no borders, my steps in divine order. No fear in my frame, only God in my corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No bound. It's grace, it's grace. Every time I'm low, he show up. Look, I was low belly breathing, heart cold, pain deep in. Pray saw, but he heard me. Now I walk like I got purpose. Dark days turn to lessons, rain came, still a blessing. Every set got me stepping in a place unexpected. Even when I couldn't see the light, he was working on me late at night. Didn't know I had that kind of fight, but grace was moving quiet right. I'm guided by grace, yeah. Even when I lost my way, tears in the dark he stay. Pull me out when I pray. Guided by grace, no cap. Every time I slipped, he snapped me back. I was falling fast, that's facts, but he caught me and ain't looking back. Trying to heal in silence, faith been running on mileage. Still he show up in timing. When I'm lost, he's still finding. And I done made mistakes, still he ain't look away. Told me, son, you gon' be straight. Now I'm moving with no shame. Even when I doubted who I am, he reminded me I'm in his hands. Grace hit harder than the plan. Now I walk different, understand. I'm guided by grace, yeah. Even when I lost my way, tears in the dark he stay. Pull me out when I pray. Guided by grace, no cap. Every time I slipped, he snapped me back. I was falling fast, that's facts, but he caught me and I ain't looking back. Ain't no luck, it's love. I've been covered from above. Can't explain it all enough, but I know I'm not that tough. It's the grace that got me here, through the pressure and the fear. Even when I disappeared, he was near.
Been grinding all week, no breaks, no sleep. Emails, flights, and late night eats. I gave my soul to the 9 to 5, but now it's Friday, I'm back alive. Phone on D&D, I need a reset. I ain't tryna vent, I'm tryna reflect. Pull up something slow, light something sweet. Let the bass hit while I ride this beat. Shoes off, stress gone, moon to switching. Clock out, now I'm just living. I gave him time, now time is mine. About to catch this piece and unwind. I'm ready for the weekend. No stress, no plans, yeah, yeah. Feeling like me again, drink in my hand. Vibes on 10, crew in the wind. Clocked out of work, now I'm clocking in. Finally free, let me breathe it in. Feeling so free, I earned this feeling. Tonight I'm high on life, not chilling, I'm healing. Through the city, slow jams in the ride. Looking too good on my own time. Let the past week fade, let the moonlight play. Tonight I'm only here for the day. No alarms, no calls, no pressure. Just me, my vibe, and a little bit of pleasure. Clock struck 5, now it's my turn. Watch the energy twist and burn. Pour up, wind down, let it breathe. Told my stresses, time to leave. Gave my all, now I reclaim. This weekend's mine, remember my name. I'm ready for the weekend. No stress, no plans, yeah, yeah. Feeling like me again, drink in my hand. Vibes on 10, crew in the wind. Clocked out of work, now I'm clocking in. Finally free, let me breathe it in. Feeling so free, I earned this feeling. Tonight I'm high on life, not chilling, I'm healing. Let it ride, let it ride. Weekend got me feeling like me again. Don't call me till Monday.
Yeah. Better now. Yeah. Let's go. Had to bleed just to feel again. Heart froze, now I'm real again. Used to pray for peace in the chaos. Now I see the purpose in the breakdown. Took some L's, had to face mine. Swear I was lost in a baseline. But pain taught me lessons love never could. Now I move different like I know I should. I'm better now, look at how I glow. All that hurt turned me cold, but helped me grow. Used to cry about the past, now I toast to it. Everything I've been through, yeah, I own to it. Future looking real good, can't lie. I'm better now and that's why. Had to walk through the fire with no map. Now I light up rooms, can't hold that back. Trauma in my chest, but I wear it like gold. Turn every scar to a story I told. Toxic love, fake friends, I've seen it. But I ain't bitter, I'm leaning on the pain that molded me solid. Now I'm on peace and deposits. Better now.
Yeah, yeah, love. my worst days, I know what's next. Let it breathe. Rain falling hard, can't see the light. Bills stacking up, can't sleep at night. Fake friends, missed calls, tryna dim my shine. But I still get up, I got strength inside. Mirror talk real, you gon' make it through. Can't quit now, too much left to do. I've been down but never stayed there long. Scars tell the story, but I'm still strong. Every breakdown build my backbone. Turn my silence to my anthem. No matter what, I know I'm not alone. Cause the sun don't quit, it just waits to be shown. Tomorrow will come, yeah, I know that for sure. Pain don't last, it just walks through the door. Heart been heavy, but my faith been more. So I'm counting on hope like never before. Tomorrow will come like the rhythm and drums. Life gon' hit, but I don't ever run. I was made for the storm, I was built for the fight. Dark might fall, but I shine through the night. Lost a few dreams, found some new ones, had to cut top.
Live from the orbit of creativity. This is Creative Spasciz. Creative Spasciz, we ride the wave in the stars where the music plays. Beats so cold, make the cosmos sway. Go live now, we don't press play. Flowing with the vibe on a mission for more. Switch in the sky and the bass on the floor. Turn it up loud, let the sound explore. It's the Spasciz zone, we creating galore. Touchdown in the booth, got the glow on me. No cap, it's the brand, got the hold on me. From machine to the sky, we the ones to see. Every kick, every snare like a prophecy. Studio my ship, we don't need no map. Just vibes, no stress, let the beat just slap. If you tuned in now, then you're part of the flight. Creative Spasciz, live all night.
What's up, peeps, man? It is your boy Spasciz, man. We are here again with another live stream, man. We all of you guys. River, thank you. I appreciate that. For the happy Memorial Day, man. It was a great weekend. I got a chance to hang with the family, get a little rest in, and oh my gosh, the Monday went so fast. It was almost like it wasn't even here. So I got a chance to hang with the family, man. You know, I don't get a lot of time to hang with the family, so definitely took that opportunity to do it, man. So, man, I appreciate y'all being back here on a Tuesday, man. We are here for another live stream, man. This is episode number 4. I'm going to call it Mission 4. And we got a lot to talk about today, man. We have some things in the office today, in the studio. We are going to talk about our deep space scans. Well, first of all, let me start over. How are y'all doing today? I don't want to go too fast. How are y'all doing today? I want to make sure I do a couple things before I jump into this. I hope y'all are having a good day, man. Thank y'all for coming back every Tuesday. And let's see, there's some latency between your voice. Okay, hold on. Let me see what's going on here. You know, it's always something. OBS is doing what it do. Come on, OBS. What are you doing here? Let's get you on point here. Y'all give me a second. Let me see if I can clean that up a little bit. Man, you know what? Man, I'm going to go back to Ecamm. Man, I'm just going to have to foot the bill on it. Because these problems I don't have to deal with in Ecamm. It just works. You know what I mean? Let's switch over to... Nope. I'm in the right one. Which is... Let's see, Mike. So we're running in here. Let's make sure there's no latency on this deal here. There's never a dull moment in the Space Lab, I tell you. Let's go here. So okay, so I'm gonna check now, see what we got. And it's way off too. It's nowhere near it. That's cold. Yeah, I don't know, man. We're gonna have to roll with it today. We're gonna roll with it today. We're gonna figure it out. I'm going back to Ecamm. I can't with OBS. OBS has always got a trick up his sleeve for me. And I can't seem to get anything right with it. It always seem to do something weird with me. Crazy thing about this, I never change it. I stick it on here and make it work, and then for whatever reason, I don't know, man. I don't know. I guess we'll just fix it on post production of this, because I am going to be doing a. I'm going to be releasing these individually, so yeah, we'll just worry about it on post production. I hope, man. Hopefully this don't interrupt anybody, but you know what I mean. On post production, we'll have it right so it'll look good in the post production. So I know, man. River, me too. My guy, run from what is going on, my guy. What it do? It's been a long time, man. Yeah, be in this thing, my boy. Yeah, OBS, man. I got this M2 running. I don't never have these problems with Ecamm, and I'm just gonna have to foot the bill on it. I was trying to go a free option, and it just don't work for me. And I know people that do it and use it well, but for whatever reason, they always have a problem with me. So, but we're not gonna worry about it today. We're gonna fix it on post production. When I release these, I'm gonna be releasing them individually. So when I start releasing them individually, I'll fix the audio then, and then it'll be perfect for your watching pleasure. So definitely, man, we got a full video. We got a full live stream today. So let's go ahead and get started. The deep space scans, we're going to be looking at the PreSonus Quantum HD8. We're going to be looking at Native Instruments Circular. We're going to be looking at Waves brand new Illugen. I hope I'm saying that right. I think it's Illugen or Illugen, whichever one it is. We're going to be looking at that for the wormhole effects. We're going to change it up a little bit. We're going to talk about this Native Instruments summer sale. And then we're going to go into the mission debrief. I saw a video yesterday, or watched a live stream from man, if I what is her name? What is her name? If I wasn't trying to pull it up, I'd be able to think of her name. Oh man, what's her name? Let me say her name because I want to make sure I say her name. Let's see here. I wrote it down because I'm bad with names and I never remember them. Where's her name? She had a live stream last night. Now she talks a lot about AI. She had a Nikki Saunders. That's her name. Nikki Saunders had this live stream last night, and she was talking about AI. And I thought it'd be a very good conversation because we fool with AI over here, but the conversation that we're gonna have today is if is AI killing creativity? Is it okay? I'm gonna put it in my own title here. Is AI in music? Is it an inspiration engine or industry disruptor? And we're gonna talk about that for the debriefing today. So we got a lot to go over. My guy John Jeffrey just jumped on. What up, John? What up? What up? What up? And that's another reason I got to go back to Ecamm because it's easy to maneuver my sound effects. Yeah, OBS is just not working for me. I'm going to have to jump on back to Ecamm. Anybody live stream, Ecamm is the best live streamer platform for sure. But anyway, we're going to dive right into the deep space scans, man. So we're going to be looking at PreSonus dropped this Quantum HD. They dropped this Quantum HD. It's been a couple months ago. It's been some months now. But shout out to Zounds. They end up sending me over one that I can try out and test and do a review on. And so I wanted to do that today. And so what I am going to do, let me make my screen just a little bit smaller here because it seems like it's covering up the entire page and I don't want it to cover up the entire page here. So we're going to make it a little bit smaller. There we go. You don't need to see me anyway. I'm not that important on this. But yes, a quantum leap in audio. This thing is massive, bro. You're hearing me through it right now with no effect. I don't have any EQing. I don't have any compression. I don't have anything on it. The only thing I did with this audio right here is that I dropped the low end. That's it. That's all I did, and I'm going to show you exactly what that looks like on the software of this particular audio interface. But they have the HD2 and they have the HD8. Now, they both sound the same from what I have heard. Now, this is what I've heard. I've never used the Quantum HD2, but I have heard that it sounds the exact same as the 8. If it sounds the exact same as the 8, oh my gosh. As you can hear, now I know that I am latency on this OBS deal, but the Quantum Leap, man, it has clarity and performance for sure. It has 8 channels. Well, let me show you. I'm gonna go all the way in here. Now I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. When it comes down to audio, live audio, and all that good stuff, man, PreSonus is very, very, very good with live audio and live events. So if you have an event that you're doing, or if you're gonna be live a lot, you're gonna have some kind of event, outdoors, indoors, whatever the case may be. PreSonus got it. They have it, bro. They have it for sure. This thing here, plug-in instruments, import, co-producer by Fender. Fender bought PreSonus over, it's been about 3 years now. And so Fender has been a part of their progress in their sound, which I think has been amazing. Now, this is specifically designed for guitar and bass. But man, listen, trust you me, it would definitely do more. Set the perfect gain level on the microphone and instruments with easy to use auto gain. Now, the auto gain is, in my opinion, like the highlight of this whole thing, because when your vocal go down, it automatically bring your vocal up. Now, me personally, I don't have it on with this one right here, but if you were using this as a singer, like if you're singing or something like that, this would be perfect for a singer because you're trying to level those vocals. And so definitely if you're a singer for sure. Now, if you're probably playing like guitar or something, drums or whatever the case may be, you probably don't want it because you don't want it to automatically raise the gain, because some of that stuff you may want to be lower and you may want to have a little bit more control on it. Maybe not. Maybe you want it to level out all the way around. It just depends on what sound you're going for. But whatever sound you're going for, definitely this thing here is amazing. Now, as you can see on the front, you have the guitar and bass inputs. Now, this is a plus. You hear me? This is a real plus to have these in the front because the rest of them are in the back. And like if you're trying to just plug in and get to playing right off, these are perfect. You have the auto gain button here. This button is where you actually press it. Now, what you have to do is that you have to choose which one that you're going to be adding that to. So you basically press this button and then, no, you choose the number, whatever number, and then the button, and that's how it adds the auto gain. Matter of fact, this is how you do with everything. So if you want to turn your volume up here, you choose the number, turn the volume up. If you want to turn your headphones up, you choose the headphone, turn your volume up. This thing is very, very simple. It's not a lot to it. It's very simple. The display on the front is beautiful. It has an LED encoder, which I think is a dope. Oh my God. Like at night, if you're playing this in a dark studio, you know, usually when you're in a studio or maybe you're in your home studio, the lights are off. Now I have my lights on because I'm trying to do ad for the camera. But normally if I'm in here and I don't have any, I usually don't have like the light on. I usually have like the backlights just to kind of give it a vibe in here. And so having that, being able to see that knob clearly as it is just amazing. And of course it works beautiful with Studio One. Definitely works beautiful with Studio One. Studio One is just made for it, man. It links up perfectly with it. You can add it as an interface in here, and you can link it to your channels and everything. Now, does it work with other DAWs? Yes, it works with other DAWs also. But the way it works with Studio One is just beautiful. And with Studio One having the new Atmos or whatever they call it, I don't know the name of a lot of stuff. With your surround sound or 3D sound or whatever they call it, it adds perfect with that. So you're able to actually come in here and control it within the DAW itself. So as you can see on this thing here, you have the I can't say the word, Atmos, and it will give you this box sound, which is the surround sound basically. And so having these two together is just amazing. Just amazing. The Quantum HD interface includes a Studio One Pro perpetual license, and it's yours to keep, right? This complete music production ecosystem, it is just amazing. To have this, and you have, if you have a lot of live instruments, this is just my opinion, and based on my experience, maybe somebody else's experience is different. When you have like a live, like if you're recording in, let's say like synth and stuff like that, you want to plug directly in this thing here. Top notch for sure. Then I'm going to add this little thing here that's going to even be even more with it. Let's go ahead and let's see if I can make this a little smaller there. And then we're going to add this over. And so this is the actual software that comes with this, right? So you can control your levels and everything in here. So this is my mic. Now this right here is just what I'm hearing in my headphones. Now, if I wanted this to go to my speakers, I can set it up to go through my speakers here. And if they were on and if I had it activated, so if I'm running out of 9 and 10, which is where my speakers are connected, I just come over here and add that volume in there. And once I started adding the volume in, you'll start hearing it come through on 9 and 10. So I have my speakers turned off. They're usually turned off most times. But And you can actually add this, and I have loopback going, so you can add that in loopback. That is just dope to me that it will pick that up. So any audio source that you have, it will allow you to add that into it straight from straight from the software, and you don't have to worry about trying to run it through the hardware. Um, River said, I'm processing the info and I'm sold already. Hey, it is absolutely insane, bro, for sure. Um, it's so many different routes you can do in here. You can have, this running in the background where you're running all of your sound through here and you're not even touching the computer at all as far as if you were running like a band or something like that, you can run everything into here, use this as your interface or your input, have Studio One or whatever DAW that you're using receiving that information from here, kind of like Luna does with their software. So this is just amazing. You got 2 headphone jacks, you got your main output, and there's a bunch of more stuff. You have speakers A and B that you can set up. So you can run these to be whatever. So if you have, like I have the Aris 3.5, if I had like the bigger ones on the outside, I can run them in A and B or run A and B together. Yes, so this thing is amazing. This thing is crazy. This is I truly, truly enjoy using this. I'm gonna be getting something else new here shortly. And but I wanted to go over this one before I moved on. So if you're looking for the 8, it's $1,000. If you're looking for the 2, it's $500. Definitely well worth the amount of money you're gonna pay for it if you have that. Now this is 2 mic preamps and this is 8 mic preamps. So these are the ones you're gonna use that's gonna be low noise, very digitally controlled analog. So these are the main ones you're gonna be using in most situations. Plus 75 dB is what you're gonna get on that preamp. Crazy, 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 crazy. It is an amazing, amazing, super amazing interface, and it's Thunderbolt, so you're gonna get that. You're gonna get that quick speed out of it. You can line up 10 different outputs. On the other one, you got 4. Man, it's crazy. It's crazy. So that is the PreSonus Quantum HD8. It is an amazing thing, and I think you guys will love it. I definitely will have a link in the description if this is something that you're interested in. If not, then you already know. Just keep on past it and don't look back. And don't look back. So definitely. All right, so let's see what we got going on here. Let's see. This is absolutely insane. Did you ever try Google VO3? Yo, said key, bro. Yo, bro. So I came across that joint. Like, I saw a video. I saw a video that they did with it, and it was like models or something like that. And as I'm watching the video, like the person that showed me the video, they didn't tell me what was going on the video. They just showed me the video, right? And so I'm looking at the video and I'm thinking to myself, dang, like if you know AI, you have that eye for it. Like there's something about it that's just off, and you know that it's not like human. And so I'm looking and I'm saying, wait a minute, man. I know this is not AI, bro. VO3, bro. Oh my goodness. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And you know, man, I am so I'm actually running the trial. I actually did the trial version of it. I like signed up last night, bro. So I don't know, man. I tried to so what I'm trying to do, I'm really trying to create, man, I'm so said key, this your fault. I'm off topic. I am really trying to create like quote unquote workers, right? So I don't have a lot of time to just really shoot content to put out. So I want to be able to create somewhere it can shoot for, like it could do the content for me. And so seeing that, I was like, yo, is this the thing that I'm looking for? So, and also like, so first of all, before I go there, seeing that video, I was like, yo, this is crazy that these are like real people. So it's got glitches. It's got glitches just like all AI. It's got glitches, so you have to play with it a lot to get what you're actually trying to get out of it. But then, so I edit video with a platform called Filmora. Filmora is dope. If y'all are editing videos or creating videos, I don't know who's gonna come across this, but if you're editing videos or if you're a content creator in any kind of way, you gotta at least try Filmora. Filmora has kind of took it to the next level for someone like myself that is green to the whole video editing world, right? So I can do it on a basic level to put out the content that I want to put out, right? But man, they have taken it to another level. They have now where you can create those little stories like that in Filmora, and it will like walk you through the process of what you want your background to look like, what you want the character to look like, what they're going to be saying, and the whole nine. And it's crazy. So I played with that a little bit last night too. I'm still kind of tweaking it because, again, the downfall for AI is that it's not as simple as I'm gonna put a prompt in and then that's just it. Like you gotta really play with it. I'll say that for now. For right now, you still gotta play with AI a little bit to get it where you're trying to go. But man, this is okay. So let me stop because this is gonna be a part of this conversation. Is gonna be a part of the debriefing. Okay, so we're gonna we're gonna come back. We're gonna come back to that because I want to get into that because it brings up a very, very valid point into what we're looking at today and where everything is going and how to be ahead of the game. Like we're gonna get there. We're gonna talk about it because I want to talk about that that for the debriefing tonight. So we're gonna definitely get there. All right. So cool. What else we got? We just got Focusrite has lasted close to 7 years and I need an upgrade. Yo, so River, man, I still got one around here somewhere. I may have let somebody use it. I don't know. I can't remember. I have so much stuff, bro, like for real. Yeah, speaking of, man, I want y'all to be looking out for a giveaway I'm going to be doing. I got some stuff I want to get rid of, and it's not old or anything like that. I'm running out of space, and I just need to give some stuff away, man. So this is stuff that I've purchased on my own, and so be some things that I could do. So I got a giveaway I'm going to be doing. I don't know when. Just keep locked on this channel. But yes, Focusrite has a really good sound card also. I can't imagine how long this lasts. It's an asset investment for return value, which is amazing. Bro, listen. Man, let me tell you. Studio One with this Fender with Fender purchasing them, that world is going to be crazy. Because Fender is a good company to me when it comes to live sound, stuff like that. So I think it'd be a good investment, me personally. Especially if you're going to be... Now, let me add that with a caveat. This will determine which one you're looking at. If you're a bedroom producer and you're going to be using MIDI and sounds on a computer, just do the 2-channel. But if you got synth and live sounds, definitely the bigger one would be the best option for you. For sure. For sure. What are some critiques that you have, if any? The one critique that I do have on this is The what was that? So when you have to touch the instrument to change it, like to add the volume or anything like that, that can get a little annoying at times. But the rebound to that is the software. So the software makes up for it because I can just pull up the software and I don't have to touch it at all. That's like the biggest gripe that I had. That's the only thing I think of off the top of my head. And let me say this with this caveat too: it's an audio interface. The, really, the only thing we're looking for audio interface is the sound. So, with all of the inputs and all of the outputs, it's Thunderbolt. I don't know if that's a thing or not for most people. I don't know if everybody has converted over to Thunderbolt or not. But if you're not converted over to Thunderbolt, then that could be a thing. That could be a thing that can get you. But most things now are Thunderbolt. So I would say move over if you can. But outside of that, man, I don't have any gripes with it. The software does it for me. And it takes a little bit getting used to, like, to make sure like you have everything set up correctly in your audio as far as the ins and outs. But once you do that, you good to go. I mean, you good to go. And it got other connections. I only went over the things that are important really with this. It got a whole lot more connections that you can use also, and because it got like MIDI connection also. Now, I've never used MIDI with audio interface. If I'm honest, I don't even know what MIDI and audio interface can do together. So it's there, but I don't know what it does. Let's see what else. Anything you think they should improve user-friendly interface with Studio One? Studio One is the easy. You talking about Studio One, or you talking about the Quantum? Let me be clear before I go into that. I use live instruments and microphones for vocals. Oh yeah, so if you're using live instruments, I would definitely go with the bigger one, bro, for sure. Because your mic is gonna take up one input, and then that means it's gonna leave you with one input. And if you got a lot, that's kind of what I ran into with my interface, is that I only have two inputs. And so when I got my Uno Synth Pro, trying to run that in there, and then anything else, I'm just out of luck. And I have to unplug and plug in. But with 8 inputs, you know, I got a bedroom, so I'm not doing no more than 3-4 things. Anyway, my Focusrite stay making my studio monitors have a fizz. Yes, so that was a problem with a lot of the older interfaces. That is not the problem with this one. This Quantum HD. Okay, you mean the Quantum? Yeah. Okay. So let me finish this. There is no buzz at all. Like, you see that? There is none whatsoever. That's an issue that I have with. I have another one, which is I have the Focusrite. The Focusrite has a buzz, and you know what happened to my Focusrite too? The 1/4 inch for the headphone jack, and the knob. I have an older one. I got the one with the silver buttons on it, or the silver knobs on it. The headphone jack, the 1/4 inch, and the knob, it went bad after a while. And it was like the main reason why I didn't use it anymore. Now I use it when I go DJ, if depending on what setup I'm using. So that's how I use it now, is that. And I don't even use it for that anymore, because I think I let somebody hold it. I think I let somebody use it. Like I said, because I had all this other stuff going on. But yeah, and the interface, in my opinion, it just takes some getting used to. I don't think you're gonna get around anything simple when it comes to audio interface software. If you look at Luna is way more complicated than Quantum HD. Quantum got a it's to the point. There's a couple things on there you got to get used to, like even with using the auto gain, you gotta get used to using that because it takes tweaking to get there. Because you got to ask yourself, what volume do I want this to stay at? And if I go above that, how do I want it to bring it down? Because you don't want to, it's kind of like a compression almost. You don't want to get too loud and then it squashes it. So it has its tweaks you got to do with it. But other than that, dope. Yeah, absolutely, River. Absolutely, River. So cool, man. Cool. So let's keep going, man. We're going to go over to native instruments. We are looking at the circular, man. Circular has hit. Let's take a look. So yes, this is circular. Let's go ahead and open this up. Circular is definitely something that I was very interested in because it has, it's more cinematic. And so what it does is that it's more than likely one note that you're going to hit or hold or whatever, and it's going to create this whole thing from that. This is really, really dope when you're creating, because you can go in and make a lot of changes. Now, I will be honest, I haven't went in and did a lot of behind the scenes stuff. Not behind the scene, but behind the surface, under the surface, to really just know it all, because it's a lot. It has a lot going on with it. This one it can be simple if you're doing just presets, but if you're looking to go deep into it, it can get a little confusion going on if you go deep and you like to create sounds. Now, I will say, if you are pretty good with sound design, then you're gonna get the gist of it pretty quick. But if sound design is your thing, then it probably won't just come easy. So it's a modulator, and it has now the visuals is where the fun is in the visuals, because it's movement, it's doing something, and you have to know like what everything is doing. So the main concept of this, I'm gonna pull this down just a little bit and then pull it up. All right. So the main concept of this is that you have A, B, C, and D, and this is in a circular motion, right? So it's going circular, and every time this comes in, in the circle, whatever's in here at the time that the circle is going around is going to play something. So if I play this, so you have this, I'm going to say it by color, right? So you have the red on the outside, and it looks like it's hitting every 4 count at its own timing. So if I change this, now you hear it. So it has 4 different of these circular things, but it also have 4 different timings that you can set up. So if I wanted to add one here, if I wanted to add like a rhythm here, so I could just, and this is volume. By this random rhythm here in 16th notes. So you can actually change how this flows from here. All you got to do is hit a color and it'll change it up for you. So this is the echelon. I'm sorry, echelon. That is not what that means. I don't know what this word is. I looked at it and automatically thought echelon. But anyway, you have this here, which is just, it sounds, right? So you got the steps, you have the pulse, and you have the offset. So you can create this however you want to. And you can even play chords. You'll see here what it's doing, which is cool. So I know if this is an A minor, then I can just follow the A minor scale. I love how there's just so many different rhythms going. It feels the space, right? So you could really get away with one key. So you can really go deep into this, right? So let's go a little bit here. Let's play around with a couple sounds. So if I play, let's go to another sound. Let's go to another. We just pick one random. So now this is a little bit more complex. See all that? All right. So we can come in as a reverb, as a delay. Now this up here is on a global scale, so this is for everything. But I can even go in here and turn these down. All up, either way. Man, this is crazy. You could do so many different things with this, man. And really, you don't have to even play a lot with this. Once you get the groove on, you can do. So you could play around with these different scales that will allow you to do all these different things. So you come here, you can change this to like a C minor. Play the wrong key, it's still playing the C minor. So technically you can use all the white keys. This thing is crazy. I love it. So here's your sequencer. You go to your sequencer. This is where the complication comes. This can be very complicated, but once you really kind of break it down, it'll make sense to you, right? So you have this, let's start with the preset, the sound preset. This is the square op. You know, these things are normal. Your filters, your LP, low pass filters, high pass filters, your envelopes, your amplifiers, and all these different things. There's normal, sustain, attack, blah, blah, blah. Up here is where it can get a little crazy, right? So if I play this, so this is basically playing the rhythm. So let's go to this one. This one would make a little bit more sense because it's a drum pattern, right? So and you can notice all of this stuff is going on at the same time. And you could come in here and create all this stuff that you want to. So if I want to add, your note, you have velocity, probability. This probability is the chances of this note hitting, so it could be different every time it rolled through. So if I set the probability for this lower, right, like something like this, see, so it's probably gonna hit it, or probably not gonna hit it. But if I turn it up all 100, then it's gonna follow what it's doing. So that could be interesting because every time it come around, it's doing something different. So depending on what you're trying to do, that could be really cool to play around with. And so that's pretty much, that's like the main part of, you can come up here and change the timing that this plays in. So if I set this to a 1/8, changes the rhythm. So if I change this it could get as crazy as you want to get with it. You know, go wild. That's what I say. You can add your length if you wanted to. So if you wanted, it don't work that well on that one because it's just a kick. So let's go here if we want to do some length here. Let's see. It's hard to kind of tell what it's doing because it's hidden right here. So it's just holding the note a little longer, but it's hitting every now and then. So probably with the probability is low. So let's go here and add all that, which I think is pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. My daughter. So yeah. So in a nutshell, man, that is circular. Again, this one is, if this is something that you're interested in, if you make, I would probably say, if you're doing any kind of like techno, dance, cinematic, you could probably throw some kind of hip hop or pop in there. It just depends on the style that you're looking for. It could be pretty cool and do whatever it is that you're trying to do with the sound. But that is circular. Circular is a crazy one. It is a crazy one. It's fun to me because I like stuff like that where you don't know what it's going to do, or you can stretch the sound and play around with the probability. That was kind of one of the reasons I fell in love with Bitwig like I did, because it has that operator that will allow you to add probability to it. So if you're doing hi-hats, the hi-hat is different every time you play it because it may hit or it may not. You don't even know. And I always love that because it always keeps your music different. So let's see here. What we talking about? DS said, Key, you have to put it on C chromatic to play your own chords. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. River said, I just got done eating. I'm still here. Okay, cool. Appreciate it, man. Boy, I had that Panda Express. Hey, Panda Express, one of my favorite places. I ain't even gonna lie to you. One of my favorite places, man. Definitely. So that was circular. Now, here go one, man, that I have been waiting. I have been so waiting to play around with this thing, man. I have, shout out to Waves. They sent it over a little early for you, boy, and I have been enjoying it. So we're going to talk about it, and then I'm going to give you some examples. And so here we are, man. We are taking a look at Illugen from Illugen from Waves. This thing here is the next level, right? So this is an AI created loop, sound, effect, whatever it is that you're trying to do. But it's AI generated uniquely to what you add into it. So the beautiful thing about AI is this. When it's generated, it'll never be the same. So you have a unique opportunity to create something that no one else would create. These sounds would be something that no one else would create. I am intrigued by that. So shout out to Waves for sending this over. I'm going to explain what this is. Now, this is a text-to-sound engine. Now, you could create one-shots, loops, and effects that are entirely unique. Now, this is powered by imagination, so you can go wow with this. Now, this is not the fat kick, tight kick, heavy snare. This is not one of them things. This is not one of them things. You have to go wow with this one. You got to go wow with this one, okay? So what we're going to do, we're going to look at and generate a couple things using some of these prompts that they have it. So The game is prompting. Learn how to prompt. Learn how to prompt. I can't say that enough. Learn how to prompt. Shout out to all the people over at the Patreon. I'm going to start teaching this stuff, how to prompt. Take your prompt game to the next level. Your prompt game is everything. It's going to change the way you look at music, the way you create it, the way you express it, the way you generate it. It's going to be a new thing. Now, I'm one of those people that like to generate samples or sounds or whatever, and then I can reverse it and create a beat and prompt for a song, right? So I usually don't just prompt a song and create it and do something with it, unless it's something like my anniversary or a birthday song or something like that. Something like that where I just want to put something together and just whatever. Yes, but outside of that, I am really digging deep to see how far I can push these sounds. And some people are very talented at it. I'm still learning a lot. But let's go ahead. We're going to do this. Now, this is the actual website of Illugen. Okay? Now, I'm going to show you this. This is the prompting technique that you can use for this. Describe a scene, mood, or crazy idea. Illugen will convert it into sound. There's a formula to this, okay? So I'm going to show you this. Write your prompt. Choose 3 of your favorite sounds, drag and drop into your DAW. It's pretty simple. There is a desktop version of this that you can download. You can download the desktop and do it straight from there, okay? There is a formula here that I want to tell you. Let me show you this too. The basic is 150 monthly credits. It's $7.99 a month. You will get a welcome bonus of 150 credits with that. Premium is $300 per month, and you get 300 credit. I'm sorry, not $300 a month. I'm sorry. It's $12.99 a month, and you get 300 monthly credits. And anything that's unused will roll over. So you can stack these up, right? You get 300 welcome bonuses with this, welcome bonus credits with this one. And then the Pro is $19.99, $600 a month. Anything unused will roll over. So do your big one. Now, let me show you these prompting tips that makes this fun, right? So this is the idea. Again, take your brain, get it away from simple, and really do something with this. Have fun with this. If this is something that you're interested in, link is in the description. Definitely check it out. If this is something that you're interested in, no harm, no foul. If you're not, this is just my job to show you, okay? So there is a way to do this. Like if you notice this here, it says 808 bass and F sharp distorted 120 BPMs. You got to think past that. So a deep earth-shattering sub bass that feels like the ground is splitting apart. So you got to really have fun with this. Use emotion and imagery. Fast drum break at 180 BPM. No, we are saying chaotic, high-energy break drum, break beat like a car crash and Fast and the Furious scene. See how crazy that is? This thing is, it gets insane. You gotta really. This right here is this is the perfect way to see it. Prompt from your gut, not your brain. This is the best way to see it. So let your imagination go wow. Okay. So let me show you this structure. There's the mood, the instrument, and the twist. Okay. An emotional, which is the mood, saxophone, which is the instrument, solo, played by a ghost, which is the twist. Okay. Uplifting, synth strings, part in a 8-bit video game. So these things are going to be really focusing on a vibe of what you're creating. Okay. So let's play around with this. Okay. All right. So let's just generate some. You know what? Let's use one. Let's use A futuristic weapon charging up, crackling with unstable energy and firing. Let's go there. Let's use that. Let's see what it generates. All right, so what we do, we put our prompt in. We either decide do we want a one-shot, loop, or an effect, okay? And you have your BPM. You can actually change this if you want to, or you could just leave it auto. I'll leave it auto for the most part because this is separate from the DAW. This is not connected to the DAW. So this is completely separate. And so what you do, you basically choose what you want from there. And it's excited to hear what it sounds like. A few seconds. You can pop the bubbles if you want to. Just click them. This is just fun to do. All right, so now a futuristic weapon charging up, crackling with unstable energy and firing. Let's see what that sounds like. That's crazy. Let's see the second one. So this is at 100 BPM. This is auto. So we're going to take this. I like this one. We're just going to drag it over here, drop it in there. Now you got this sound. Oh, you can hear it. Hold on. What about now? Okay, perfect. So if I'm playing this, I'm playing it around, I'm catching that vibe. Let's see here. See, I like that. So I can take that and let's see. See? Take this whole thing. Take that and go, and I can go from there. So let's say if I want to, let's go back. We're gonna say I want a, let's say a let's see, a happy piano played in space. How about that? We're gonna go with that one. We have our mood, we have our instrument, and a twist, okay? So then we're gonna get that. Let's see what we got. Let's take this one just for the sake of the video. And then we can just go here and just. So the idea is that you can just build and build and build onto whatever you got. So if you have a track already and you just think of something, you could put that prompt in and allow it to just generate the idea of what you're trying to do or whatever your mind can think of. You put that in and it generates these different sounds. And it doesn't matter what it is, guitar, piano, kicks, drum loops, whatever the case may be, just prompt away and come up with these ideas. They're unique to your prompt. And so this right here is not your average prompt to find or prompt to sound or text to sound instrument here. This thing, trust you me, is one of a kind. This one is one of a kind simply because it will allow you to choose whatever you want to choose, or it will allow you to go as far as your mind can take you. And if you can't think of anything, use some of the prompts that's on the website. Use some of the prompts there. You'll get used to how to actually prompt those things. And once you do that, then it's endless from there. And you can do whatever you want from there. This thing here is one of a kind. Because it's not just loops. It's not just one shots. It has a thing to it. It has something else to it that kind of pushes it a little farther than what it would normally be. And so, man, Illugen is dope. Shout out to Waves, man. I spoke with him earlier, and I was like, I sent an email. Let me say it like that. Sent an email earlier and said, man, y'all are really on to something with this, because this thing here, I can see this going farther than what it is. I can see it going very far further than what it is. So definitely. Let's see here. So let's go ahead and move this. Let's keep here. Oh, when I put the track in, you heard. Okay, good. That escalated very quickly, and it can go. Man, listen, like some of the sounds in here that I've come up with, I wouldn't. Man, there is no way I could have came up with some of these sounds. No way I could have came up with some of these loops, and they're weird. They're not your regular. Just regular loops. Like, it's not a regular piano loop. It's not a regular guitar loop. They got something with it that just makes it a little bit different. That just sparks ideas. You see how fast that came? I'm keeping that. Let me make sure I save that, because I want to come back to that. Yeah, I want to come back to that. Just like that. I find interest in that, and I can come back and actually build from that. So definitely, man, definitely. Link is in the description if that is something that you're interested in. Again, if you're not, you know, you can move right past it, man. No harm, no foul. Let's see here. You know, I always say that because I hate when people act like you're just trying to sell something. I'm not trying to sell nothing. My job is to show you what I come across, and I don't do everything. If I don't like it, I don't do it. So there it is. Let's see, how many credits did that take? It's usually about 2 for a loop, one for a one shot, and usually 2 for a loop. That's kind of what I've been figuring out on here. It doesn't have any. I haven't seen like a measure on there. Let's see if they have one officially. If they got one officially, let's see. Let's see. Let's see, does it say? So the prompts use 1 to 3 credits each, depending on the type and the length of the sound. So a one shot requires 1 credit, a loop requires 2, a sound effect range from 1 to 3, 1 credit for short, 2 credit for medium, 3 credit for long sound effects. Let me show y'all this. So I don't want to just read it. I want y'all to see it. But it's on Waves. It's on Waves website. Here's another thing you should know too. Right now they don't have, and I don't know if this is going to change. I'm saying it right now because this is how it is at the moment. Right now they have, it's like no matter whenever you create a prompt, it's going to take those credits to generate those prompts. So just so you know that it doesn't, like if you don't like the sound or anything like that, it doesn't give it back. So just, that's just something to put out there. Also, one thing I will tell you, I've heard someone say, if I use the same prompt, would it give me the same sound? No, it will not. It is completely unique every time you prompt this. So it is completely unique. It is not the same because you gave a prompt is going to give you this same. No, it's going to be completely different every time you do it. There is something that's generating based on those words. So, those are some things that I think you should know before, looking at it. Definitely try the trial. They give you a certain amount before. Let's see here. I know they give you to try it out. I'm gonna show you this. Let me show you this so you put eyes on it. Now they give you 30. They give you 30 credits for the trial. This is before you sign up for anything. So you can go in here and generate sounds. You don't even have to have the system just yet. But you get 30 credits to just play around with it. Make sure that's something that you want to do. So anyone could come on here and generate. You get 30. And then from there, you just go ahead and go. Now, I'm going to tell you, man, that thing can get really addictive because the sounds are weird. Like they're not normal. Not normal sounds. So, yeah. John says $8 not bad. Nope, not bad at all, man. Try the 30 for sure. Just play with it. Like play with those sounds and play with the uniqueness of it. You generate whatever you generate and then go from there. Now, I know that when it come down to like selling, music or whatever, go and read the information because they're 100% royalty free. I don't know how that works with the free credits though. So go check it for your own self. Put your eyes on it, okay? I hadn't looked it up. So definitely go do that. All right? Just so, just be cautious about that. All right, so cool. That is the deep space scans. We went through everything. So now we're going to look at the wormhole effects. And of course, this one is a little bit different because I wanted to show this while it was still around. This is the best time of the year. If you're interested in anything Native Instrument, this is the summer of sale. Get all the tools you need to make it happen up to 90% off. Summer of sale is a great time of year to add Native Instrument stuff to your platform, to your production. There's 2 times of the year that we love, and that's this time and the end of the year for the end of the year sale. But here it is. This is the summer sale. You have 50% off, complete 15. You got bestsellers up to 90% off the NI Classics, $99 bundles. You got machine deals, keyboard deals, DJ deals, isotope deals. And let's take a look at a couple of these $99 one I thought was pretty good depending on the kind of music you do again. So if you are orchestra, if you are cinematic, if you create any music like that, they got the Symphony series, which I think is a great series for $99 for sure. Now, normally it's $999 for the complete pack. This is the time to get that. If you are more of a band, guitar, pop, rock or something like that, you have the Jam Room Essentials, $99. Normally $514. Definitely a deal you want to jump on, okay? If you are looking at getting Machine 3, they got 20% off, up to 20% off on Machine 3. You have the Machine Micro with 2 expansions. You have the Machine 3 MK3 with 4 expansions, and you have the Machine Plus with 6 expansions. Okay, these are the times, man. These are the times for sure. You have your keyboards, right? So if you want to get the MK3 S series, you have the S series MK3 with Choir Omnia. You have the other one, which is the A series with Playbox, and then you have the M32 with the complete select. All right, so these are free with the device itself. Definitely a good time to get them. If you're DJing, start the party, man. You get Tractor 4 up to 33% off, and you have the actual device itself has deals also. The X1 MK3 is at $249. The Z1 MK2 is at $199. Both great products, definitely. I'm gonna try. I want to use this. I want to use. I'm gonna try to get me one, man. I really want to try it out and see what it's like. I haven't tried it physically yet, but I definitely want to get it. And get in the zone, man. These are your tracks. When you're going ready to finish those tracks, Isotope deals up to 50% off. Isotope is just great. And they even have the partners involved in it. And so you got the Steezove, I guess Steezove, I don't know, sampling up to 50% off. And you have the Evolution Group over here up to 50% off. Also, Summer of Sale. Jump on it. Link is in the description if you're interested in anything. I have my Native Instrument link in the description. It is an affiliate link. Doesn't charge you anything more or less. It just helps the channel out. Go get it. Go get it. I'm going to show y'all this, man, because these are the ones that I would say go for the classics. So you have the classics. If you're in the battery, full version is $50. Of course, $49.75. I'm just saying 50. We rounded it off. If you're looking at the Symphony, of course, that's $99. We just went over that. Massive, $25. You can't beat that. Another one, let's see. I'm going to just name off some of my favorites. The Pick Acoustics is $49.50. Pick Nylon, $49.50. Prime Bass, $49.50. Studio Drummer, $74.50. This thing's been around for a very long time, and it's still one of my favorite live drums for sure. You have the Definitive Piano Collection, $99.50. Thrill if you're into cinematic. This one is great too. If you make cinematic music, horror movies, anything like that, this one right here is dope. It's vocals, and they got them creepy as you can get them. The Session Guitars, $49.50. Let's see. Let's keep going here. Let's go to some of the other ones that I like. Rising Head is a good one, $44.70. Let's see. Glaze. It's one of my ones, $25, man. So definitely Summer of Sale is here. Like I said again, link is in the description. Go check it out. You already know what time of year it is. You know how we get down in the Summer of Sale. Definitely great time of year. All right. All right, so we went over everything, and now we got to talk about this mission debrief. Okay, so this is where we just have candid conversation. I hope you guys are enjoying the show so far. Let's see, nothing drops. Okay, no chat since then. All right, cool. So we're gonna go right into a mission debrief. This is a very, very hot topic at the moment. So when I saw the live stream last night, and her question was, is AI killing your creativity or helping your creativity? Now, 80% on that poll chose that it was helping their creativity. So it brings a question, because I hear a lot of people say that it's going to take over our jobs. And the thing that I'm going to share with my people is how to use it to where it's helping you with your job and not taking over your job, right? So I'm going to say this. AI is not really there yet. In my opinion, it's still not there yet. It still has a long way to go, in my opinion, because I use it all the time and it do. Now, DJ said Key, he may not be on here right now. He may have jumped off. He asked me about VO3. So let me wrap up everything how I'm using AI, and then it may help you kind of see where I'm coming from with this. So I'm a one-man show. It's just me. I do all my scripts. I do all my talking points. I do all my video content. I do all my own editing. I do all of that because I work a full-time job and I come home and I do this. I don't have time to do it all. So I have to make something as quick as I can possibly make it. Okay? I put out enough content to where I don't have enough. Like, I put out a content to the point where if I'm using an editor, it will be someone that I have like firsthand contact with, that I can say, hey, here's a video. I need it back in a day or two, right? Or here's what I'm looking for. I need you to put this together for me. I just don't have that. I don't have that. Number one, I don't have the money for it. Because some of these people are very expensive in what they do, which I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Whatever you can get, you can get. DJ said he's still here. You can do whatever you want to do. I am someone that has to get stuff done, because a lot of times, if anybody know me, I'm doing a lot of stuff at the last minute. It just depends on what's going on. This past week, I had something going on last week. Then Memorial Day. Then I had an event Sunday. Like this Sunday coming, I got a DJ event coming up this Sunday. I got another thing coming Saturday I'm doing. So I'm always moving. So I have to make sure that I do this in a way that I put my eyes on it and know that this is what I'm going to be doing. So what I'm looking to do with VO3, you guys are going to see it. And if you watched my last post, because I posted a video on Instagram about the summer sale, and I had AI posted for me, and it was a young lady. I can't think of the name of the AI thing. I don't get the name. I don't care about the names and all that good stuff. People get into that, and I don't. But I wanted to use it. But again, it has work to be done, because the mouth moves different, it moves weird and all that. And I want it to be a little bit believable, right? Even though we know it's AI, I want it to be a little bit believable. And I don't want to lose my touch, my personal touch on it, right? So when I'm creating these scripts and everything, I'm always adding, I try to make it to where I can still be me when I say it. So I have my talking points and I have my script here of things that I know I want to talk about, but I don't read it. I don't read the script, so to say. I just have things I know I want to say, and I don't want to leave these things out. And so when you have that kind of mindset, then you want something that's going to help you get that done. So in content world, I can use Suno, not Suno, but VO3 to create these little workers, right? It still take work to get that done. Like, it takes knowing how to create these things in order for it to get done. So it still takes a little time, and it can get costly if you got too much of it, right? And so you have to be able to maneuver it to where it works for you. I don't want my content to be robotic. I still want it to be me, even though I know that AI is there. And so I use AI to help me accomplish that. So now let's bring it back to the music side. So with Suno, I like to create. Of course, if you watch this channel, you've seen me create music on here for Suno. But also, there's another side where I want to create like samples that I can use and chop those samples up and add some kind of other element that I don't have to worry about copywriting and clearance and all of that, because that gets hectic. I know somebody that waited 2 years to get clearance for a sample, and I'm like, yo, because they wasn't like a big time producer, people just kind of waited on them and left them out there to try to figure that out. I don't want to go through that. I want to be able to get whatever I'm trying to get done and move on to the next and keep going, because I have, like I said, I got content to put out. I have stuff in the Patreon. I got stuff here. Thinking about starting, I'm not thinking about it. I'm going to be starting another channel where I'm talking about this kind of stuff, but it's not going to be music wise. It's going to be other areas of AI that I use all the time at my job, things that I use. I'm studying a class now on AI and understanding behind the scenes of it. So I'm kind of going into this thing all head first, because I know this is the future. I know where it's going. I know where we're about to end up. And so then I have to ask myself, so when people say this, like, is it really helping or is it hurting? And let me paint the picture. So no matter what you do, there's always a team of people around you. And there's always people around you that are helping put ideas together to come to one goal, right? I look at AI as those people. So when I go to studio sessions, right? There's like 7, 8 people in there. And they all have their own input on whatever it is that we're doing. And so it's never just me. The only time I'm creating something like that by myself is if I'm here. And so when I'm here, I like these ideas from other people, because it keeps you from sounding your sound or sounding your way. Somebody else may do something that takes you in another direction, right? And so this is how I look at AI. This is how I look at everything that I've done. We've been using AI for so long, and now it's just apparent that you're using it. Google is AI. It's AI. I found out when you use the GPS, it's AI. And the way that it generates a path from here to here, and I'm not going to get into the names and all that stuff that they call it, but there's a process where you're at the beginning, you're trying to get to the end, and the shortest time it takes to get there. AI generates this path based on what's in the middle between the two. It just can do it at a rate that's super fast now, for sure. Well, I used to drive trucks back in 2006, something like that. The GPS that they had then was slower. It wasn't as fast as it is now, because back then they had to go by tollways and you had to worry about bridges that was too low for the truck and all that good stuff. So they had to advance it in order for it to be anything. In order for it to be to the point where it is now, they had to advance it in some kind of way. And so now that it's all coming out, we've seen iRobot, we've seen this stuff coming. We know movies are telling the future in some cases. So what do? So at this point, we can either decide that we can move ahead with it or not. Okay? I call this the Soldier Boy era, or the Soldier Boy, because Soldier Boy created something that you either went with it or you didn't. Now I say him because he was the one that changed the sound of music to kind of what we're hearing today in a sense. He was the one, man. He was the one that started it. And so that Superman came in. It was very simple, bass heavy, and it did what it did. And you either liked it and went with it, or you hate it and you got left behind. One or the other. And so now we still have producers now that are left behind, and maybe they don't even want to convert over, which is fine. They don't want to convert over because of what they like. But if you're moving with the currency of music, or the currency of this or currency of that, You got stocks, but now you got crypto. Are you moving over to crypto to invest in because you know that they're pushing for this to happen? Um, I believe Bitcoin was the test run. Bitcoin was the test run. They got another one that's coming out. That's gonna be the main thing. I don't want to get into that because I'm not. I don't give advice on that stuff because I don't know it like that. But I know what I know. I know enough to take my money and invest in it, but I don't want to tell anybody else what to do with their money. So, but my point is, Bitcoin is already out. It's at $100,000. I know. I remember when Bitcoin was 4 cents on the penny. And so whoever got Bitcoin when it was 4 cents on the penny are now million or billionaires based on the fact that they knew this was coming and knew it was going to grow. They knew it was going to get into what it is now. So they jumped on it then and just went with the time. So whether you choose to go with the times or not, they're coming. The new era of AI is coming. I know we're seeing the very beginning of this stage of it, but it's going to grow. It's going to continue growing. There's a lot of people that's going to lose jobs behind it because they're comfortable at their job. But let me tell you this also. I used to be a recruiter, and years ago I would tell people, I was like, hey, we got to get back to work. If we don't get back to work, man, they're going to create AI. AI is going to jump in and take over. Okay? I saw it coming just based on meetings that I had, meetings that I was in, approaching people and making these contacts with different companies. And when the pandemic happened, people were tripping. They didn't want to go back to work. And so now the companies are faced with a decision to say, are we going to move ahead with the times? Are we going to go ahead and push forward? Or are we going to keep depending on people to come to work and calling in sick and being on lunch longer, being on break longer, whatever the case may be? No, they decided to move forward. There's a company I know that, we were trying to recruit for them, and they said, well, no, we got to hire the robots first. So this thing is coming. It's here, and it's doing what it's doing. So when you see stuff like Illugen and co-producer and Suno, Udio, whatever the case may be, these things are AI generating music that it's endless because there's not another one of this. Even with myself, even I created. I have a song right now that I created with Suno, and I love the song. But there is one piece I just want to take that one piece out, and I can't. So I have to like redo the whole thing, or I have to go in myself and do it. But man, just that one part, that one little part in this song, I can't. It's not like having an artist and say, "Hey, do this again, take that out, put this over there." No. It ain't like that. You can't even get stems out. You get stems out of it, but it's not. It's not like a singing voice coming over that microphone. So it still has its flaws. It has. I don't see how they would be able to get it to a point where we can do that like that. But who knows, man? Who knows? So that is the briefing of today, man. AI to me is an inspiration engine. If it's a disruptor to you, you gotta push past that. You gotta push past it. I am seeing people create a lot of stuff, and you got to be able to move with that because they're gonna, anyone that's creating music with AI, they're gonna run into this problem where they can't just fix this thing, or they can't. Ooh, I want the kick higher. They can't. You can't do that yet. I don't know if you're gonna get there or not, but you can't go in and tell, hey, bring the kick up a little bit. Bring the vocal up. Add okay, I like that part, but add a reverb to it. You can't do that. It's not that simple. It's not to that point yet. So But if I can use AI and create music, and I can still work with an artist, and then from whatever I create, they can still tell me, and I can do it. And so you just got to be able to think to that point, man. You got to really get to that point where you are looking past AI on the front on the surface of it. You got to go to the depths of it to understand what it's really doing and how you can use it to benefit you. Because that's going to be the key, is how you can use it to benefit you. The way I use ChatGPT, and I don't use it I don't use ChatGPT normally. Not normal. I use it in a way that I like to get something out of it. I even use ChatGPT to tell me how to use ChatGPT. So if I want something, I'll say, hey, I want this. How can I get the best option through ChatGPT to do that? And it'll tell me. It'll tell me the prompts I can use to do that. I've just thought past. I'm a C student, bro. I'm not a smart person, right? But I know common sense when I see common sense. I know in order for me to get the best out of ChatGPT, there's no one that can tell me better than ChatGPT how it works. So I use it for that matter. I use it to get what I'm trying to get for. If I'm looking for a progression for something that is that sounds spooky, right? Hey, create me a chord progression that sounds spooky in C minor, A minor, whatever the case may be. It'll give me some suggestions. 1-4-5, 1-3-4, 1-3, whatever. Then I can say, well, take it deeper. Instead of triads, find me something that another chord, whatever, chord sound that can give it even more deeper sound. Takes me to that. Then I can go from there, and I can either play that, I can get me a chord generator to generate it for me, whatever the case may be, and I can make my music from that. So you just got to be able to do it, man. So that is John said these AI companies should get us in a focus group. I know it, bro, for real. Let's see. OPIE, is it OPEon? Hey, bro. Hey, yo, bro, for sure. What's up? Welcome to the live stream. But yeah, John, for sure, man. Like for real, I am like at my job. I work in a software company, and I've been working with. I'm learning AI because I want to advance myself there. There's a lot of smart people there, but I just got to be ahead of the game, right? None of them watch my live stream, so I can say that. There's a lot of people. There's some smart people that we have like programmers and all that good stuff that are there. But if I'm thinking ahead, because the company is not using AI just yet, but they're trying to get there. I know my boss is trying to get there, and so I say, well, man, let me learn it. So I'm taking a class. Matter of fact, this is not a sponsorship or anything. What's the name of the school? Harvard University is giving a free AI class. Is it Harvard? Yes. Harvard is giving a free AI class. The only difference is there's no certificate. So you have the knowledge without the certificate. But they have a free AI class. So for me, myself, I wanted to get that knowledge. That's all I want was knowledge. Give me the knowledge, and I'll go from there. I already work in software, so it is it wouldn't be much for me to go ahead and just learn this stuff. And let's see, which one is it? Harvard? Let me make sure before I say that. Let's see here. I think it is Harvard. I think it is Harvard. I think it's Harvard. If I find anything different, I will let you guys know that it's not Harvard. Let's see here. because the class is taken somewhere else. But let me see. Let me make sure that, because I don't want to give y'all incorrect info. So let me make sure. Let's go to my email. Make sure my email not on the screen. edX. Let's go here. Courses. Yeah, Harvard University. That's what I thought. Harvard University have free AI classes, so definitely take advantage of them. Let's see, John said, but are there a lot of creative people there? At my job, no. Well, I don't want to say no. I'm going to say possibly. But the thing is, they're working on their own stuff so much, they don't have a lot of time to think outside of that. So the part that I do is not, I'm not a programmer or anything like that, but it has its perks to what I do. So yeah, definitely. I think it is. I heard there we go. Giving away. Yes. So it's Harvard University. Again, there's no certificate. So you can take the same class with a certificate, but it just costs. I want to say it's $300 or something like that. Not bad for a certificate. If I was not in the job that I'm in, I would do that. I would take that class and go with it from there. But I am, I'm already at a software company, so I kind of have a little up on it. But that is the live stream, man. That is the live stream. I hope y'all had a good one. Next week we are having episode or mission number 5. We're going to be looking at a hardware. We're going to be looking at hardware. I can't remember the name of it. My brain is bad. But we're going to be looking at some hardware next week. We are going to be going over that. Haven't got the full show just yet, but I moved some stuff up because of Waves Illugen. It was, I had to move the date. So I moved it around. So just like that. So it kind of threw me off a little bit. But we're going to be looking at some other things, and I may, but I know we're going to be looking at some hardware if I receive it in time. Let me say it like that. I'm going to try to get, I got another one that hadn't came out yet that I'm going to be doing. I think it come out June the 1st. I think this is the date. Too many dates. Somewhere in that area, but I'm going to jump on probably Thursday, and we're gonna do some Suno stuff. We're gonna be creating Thursday. We're gonna be creating some beats, and I'm going to be going to Suno, and I'm gonna do it in reverse this time. So normally I create a beat and then add it to Suno, put words to it, but this time we're gonna be creating a track. So we're gonna actually get our probably like a sample or some instruments or something like that from Suno to add to our track that we're going to be making. So, and then we're going to be using Illugen, we're going to be using co-producer, we're going to be using all these different things. I want to really just kind of push the world of AI, really see what we can come up with, but I'm going to be pushing that, but I'm also going to be adding my own elements to it. So just kind of show how this works, right? So Thursday, we're going to be looking at that, creating Thursday, and shout out to the Patreon. I got a video we're dropping in Patreon. We got a live that we're going to be doing in Patreon this week. In Patreon, we're going to start, we just got done with the Back to the Basics series, and now we're going to be looking at focusing in the AI direction and my steps in how I create in AI for music. I'm going to be putting my information in there. And then we're gonna be going in, man. Patreon is where it's at, man. So definitely, if you hadn't joined the Patreon yet, go join it. We do have a free version. We're gonna be doing stuff in the free version. But if you want to support the guy, we do have a version where we have these different tiers that I just added on here not too long ago that I created with AI, man. I went to AI and said, hey, I want to do this. And then it gave me an idea. And I said, well, nah, I want to do that, but I don't want to do this. Can you it just walked me through it, man. You know what I mean? Walk me through it, bro. So, man, there's so many ways to make your life easier, man. I'm 45 this year. My birthday is coming up. I'll be 45 this year. I try to make my life as easy as possible. I'm already working hard. I had to work out today. I was a little late getting to the live stream because I was working and all that good stuff. But yeah, man, we gotta, do what we gotta do. Keep our mind fresh and keep our, music fresh and keep everything just up to date and fresh as we can possibly. I'm not one of those create what's marketable or create what's popular kind of dudes. I like to really just get in and do whatever I'm doing. Now, if you've noticed, I've been in Ableton 12 a lot here lately. I don't know. I'm still kind of seeing if it's something that I want to, dive in. Not yet, but I hadn't made the full decision yet. But I'm really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it a whole lot. So definitely, we got some stuff coming. I'm waiting on a couple release of some things that are coming up that I know you guys are gonna love, love, love. So I'm just waiting on, people say I could talk about it. NDA is no joke. So I want to make sure that I can talk about it before I say anything. So definitely be on the lookout for the live stream next Tuesday, 8 o'clock p.m. Thursday, we cooking up Thursday. We cooking up Thursday. We're gonna be making some beats. I'm gonna probably try to jump on here about 7:30. Well, somewhere between 7:30 and 8. My daughter ain't got to work, so I'm good. I can get on there uninterrupted. But that's how I go, man. And so I hope y'all be on here. Then I will see y'all Thursday or next week. Either way, I'll see y'all then, man. Peace out. Enjoy the rest of your night. Hit me up in the email. Hit me up on Instagram. Hit me up anywhere you want to. And we would chat. We would talk. I'm not one of those people that are standoff from anybody. I'll talk with anybody. As my guy on here, River. As River, man. Me and River talk. Shout out to River, man. Me and him had a good conversation. Dope producer, man. Y'all go follow River, man. Definitely should check his music out, too. Really dope producer, man. So I'll see y'all in the next video, man. Peace out.